Hello, 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 ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else. It is Tuesday, and that means with this shaken up stream schedule, we are here for the Week 2 Platinum Ruination Conference of GRLCS 16. I'm Vid, joined here by Asami, and we're bringing you a couple of games from this Ruination Conference.
Yeah, honestly, very excited to be able to cast today. I wasn't able to cast last week due to some unfortunate events, but happy to finally cast a game with Akshan involved. Haven't seen him played by any pros, or any teams or anything like that, so I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about Akshan as this kind of crazy team fighty, like team competitive play champion because, you know, we've seen his kit in solo queue. It's been kind of underwhelming so far, but when you're fighting in these big team fights, it is going to make a huge difference when you can revive a couple of your teammates. And we're kind of filling time here because we really don't want to start the team introductions with an invade, but it looks like Reign of Kings will be backing off. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the blue team here. Reign of Kings Armageddon. We've got Jack Loves Lamp in the top lane playing his patent pending Tahm Kench. Hastega in the jungle on Jinzhou. Renji in the mid lane on Akshan. Wit and Bad Cop 74 on Jin and Xerath as the fight starts in the river.
Yeah, and immediately the flash coming out from Lotus Blossom. The heal also being used. Flash expended as well. Renji trying to finish up with the kill, but will not be able to. But so much use, and now Duxter even coming over to try and help, but he's forced to flash away. And, well, I think it's just fair to say that the fight for the blue buff should be over. There's no reason to stay anymore.
Yeah, and the fight for the blue buff squarely won here by Reign of Kings. Not only do they get the blue buff, they get 3 flashes and Sona's heal there. So that will be a bot lane entirely without offensive summoners here for Team Poncho. Would you like to run down Team You Had Me at Poncho? Never mind. There's a gank.
Yeah, almost immediately as you say that, the gank comes through. That's the easy first blood. And, you know, punish Duxter, who was forced to flash just because he decided he wanted to try and help out. So now he has a death and is probably going to be losing some very vital minions.
Yeah, Renji and Duxter, neither with summoners here in this mid lane. However, Renji, he's ranged. Duxter, not so much. Hastega using that early level 2 presence that he had, having a full camp over Archie's. He was able to just get in there early and go for that level 2 gank that netted first blood for this Akshan, who maybe opened up to roam in these early levels.
Yeah, and now that things have seemingly calmed down for the time being, we can actually introduce You Had Me at Poncho, who has Mystic playing the Shen top side. As you can see, we have Archie's as the Lee Sin, Jungle Duxter as the Yone mid, and Lotus Blossom and Ifam as the Ziggs and Sona lane, which you know, I'm more in tune to seeing like an aggressive.
Yeah. Well, Archie's is here, but it may be a 2v2 pretty early.
Yeah, I mean, Jackalope's Lamps does have to just walk away, but he should be fine. Then now the fight ensues once more, but both sides just decide to call it a day, as Duxter was on a roam and probably they knew where he was.
Yeah, good disengage there by Mystic, keeping Hastega from knocking anyone up, and then, as you said, good presence there by Duxter, forces Hastega and Jackalope's Lamp and keeps them from re-engaging that fight. And taking a look in the mid lane, after that first kill, Renji, he has not managed to find himself any of a CS lead yet. So he does still have, however, the longsword and dagger start over Duxter. So he will be getting the better of these trades if it continues going through that. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, you were saying you were expecting somewhat more of an aggressive lane coming out here by You Had Me at Poncho. And the Ziggs Sona doesn't really fit that bill, you know? The mage bot laners have come back at points here in the season, but not as lane bullies. Lotus Blossom definitely banking on scaling later and later into the game, especially with that AD mid lane and Lee Sin. They're going to need a late game carry, but here in the mid lane...
Well, I don't even think they could go for it just because of how low Duxter is. Duxter wanted to engage, you could tell, and he just got blown so low he was forced to back off.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's what happens when you take that much chip damage from this early, this early melee into ranged matchup. So it's definitely not going the way of the Duxter here if we're talking purely about trading in this lane. However, he still is doing very well in CS for himself. Renji hasn't been able to push that ranged advantage all the way to the turret yet, hasn't found himself much damage. We do see that Archie's, he's sitting on the other side of the wall, but this thing is warded, lit up like a Christmas tree. I'm not sure he'll be able to get in without being spotted.
Yep, and immediately they tried to get it. Great stun by Bad Cop there. He is going to get blown to the wall. Should be taken out, and he will. Even a TP being used here because of the backup from Jackalope's Lamp. They're looking to at least get the kill. They will get it onto Archie's Wit. Now in the middle of it is going to be saved by Jack. But the fight continues more. There's the knockup. There's the CC. There's the easy kill. And now Lotus and Ifam are trying to run away, but they're just so low. They're just so squishy. That's an easy double kill for Hastega, and they will be able to walk away just fine. Great rotation and great way to at least find a way to just say, all right, no more funny business. We're going to mess you up if you try this.
And the boys on Reign of King is getting away with slivers of health as well. Jack Love's Lamp probably would have died if it weren't for that Triumph proc after killing Archie's, but he didn't, he didn't die. Lotus Blossom wasn't able to finish him off with that last bouncing bomb, and then he just walked right back in, and I think that kind of psyched out the other team enough that Poncho was not able to complete kills onto either Hastega or Jack Love's Lamp, and both of them so very low, so very under the tower, and getting right up in their faces. However, it will leave Hastega at a 2-0-1 start here and about a camp over Archie's. It's looking real good for Reign of Kings. They're up a 2,000 gold lead at 7.5 minutes, and all three lanes are doing great because Mystic, he died after teleporting down. He didn't even use the Stand United, so you're missing a little bit of teleport presence, although he will be able to rejoin his team if they decide to fight around something like this Dragon or possibly a coming Rift Herald.
Yeah, one thing that I also just thought about pointing out is that, as you said, it was entirely lit up, and something that came to mind was if there's a more aggressive, more CC support with Lotus, do you think they get away with more? I mean, do not get me wrong, obviously you love to poke from Sona, that's something you just love to have anyway, but imagine if you have like an Alistar or a Nautilus, something to really lock down and CC. Like, do you think in a world like there's a lot more that was almost a steal by back up there that was dangerously close?
Very close to a steal by Bad Cop, but no, I agree with you. We were talking about Ziggs and Sona as this late game bot lane, and I was mostly focusing on the Ziggs, but certainly I was remiss to not mention Sona there. She is, very decent at poking, but really her strength is in the late game when she can get those very easy crescendos. She can just kind of heal bust her entire team back up. So the fact that they didn't have more damage, more hard engage, something like that Alistar, as you were saying, or like even a Leona, if you hit one Zenith Blade, that's going to be enough damage to kill either Hastega or Jack Love's Lamp. And the fact that really, you had me at Poncho didn't have any of those tools, no CC, just now Lotus Blossom is hitting 6. Evam is still not 6 yet. So there we go. As we say it, she gets the crescendo. So now we can start looking for more of those fight engages and actually rely on Sona to do anything more than just keep pressing Q and W until someone's dead and someone's alive. But now the gold lead has stretched to about a 3,000 gold lead just because Reign of Kings is continuing to push forward. They did lose that dragon, but that is one dragon in the grand scheme of this game. And with 2 ADCs, Reign of Kings is still going to scale pretty hard in the 1v1.
Yeah, Mystic is just trying to run away. He's gonna be solo killed. Wait, maybe? Jack?
Oh.
There it is. The fadeaway tongue lash will pick up the kill. Jack looks like just loves to play with his food as well. So, respectable.
Yeah, this is partially that Tahm Kench is very strong, especially into other, low damage tanks like Shen here, and the fact that he's already ahead is just making this even harder now as an engage in the bot lane.
Yeah, and immediately Stand United comes out so quickly. Great response there by Mystic. They're gonna pick up one kill. While in the mid lane, we see the solo coming out. There goes the flash. Duckster has to go back. He's gonna be taken out so easily. Ulti not even being fully used. So now it's a 1-for-1. They're gonna try and pick up the extra kill on the Lotus. They get him, but they take out Hastega on the mean side. But at the same time, Wit snipes the living daylights out of Sona. So now it's a 3-4-2 instead of what you would think was a great deal.
Yeah, it really should have been a 2-for-0 there, or a 1-for-0, but then that fight in the mid lane, we saw Renji's flash out of the sealed fate, so Duckster wasn't quite able to find that kill, and he ended up losing his life. He does have the flash now, so that's something that Renji will have to watch out for, but he's got a Noon Quiver and a pickaxe already, along with tier 2 boots. Duckster, he is at a significant disadvantage, now at a 20 CS deficit. We're starting to see this Akshan start to pull away, and we may get to see him roam. We saw him try earlier, but now he'll have a lot more strength. He'll be able to just shove in Duckster, keep him under tower, and start to push Reign of Kings' lead even further. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, that fight did go quite well initially for You Had Me at Poncho, as they were able to just lock down Bad Cop. The immediate stand united and the flash away by Lotus Blossom saved his life, but then on the re-engage, Hastega's just too strong at this point. He did trade his life, but Wit managed to pick up 2 kills, and there goes Mystic.
Yeah, Mystic is just, yeah, he's kind of wishing that he wasn't a Mystic. He's just being targeted every single time now. I mean, he didn't even flash, he just knew he was gone.
You know what they say about Mystics? Doesn't work so well when you're building attack damage. Hey, my TFT players out there.
It's always a sad day. Always a sad day when you try that.
You're like, bro, I got 4 Mystic, but you're building, you're building AD. Jack Love's Lamp may have bit off more than he could chew.
Wait a minute. No, he's fine. Is he fine? No. Oh, there's the flash. Interesting that they send up 3 people just for Hastega. Oh my goodness. No mana, that should be the easy kill. And, they get the kills onto both Jack and onto Hastega. But, they get the kills eventually. But at the same time, they give up a lot of plating. I mean, I don't know if that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, the 500 gold bounty there on Jack Love's Lamp certainly did a lot for Archie's, but he's a 4-1-1 Lee Sin here, and when your team's 5k behind and Lee Sin scales off, meanwhile, you've got this ADC in the mid lane who is now 4 plates ahead of his counterpart in the lane, and You Had Me at Poncho doesn't get anything else, but now engage in the bot lane.
Yeah, Wit is just going to... yeah, there it is. He's just going to die. He got... I mean, that was just a call from EFAM. EFAM was just like, let's just go for it. We can't play passive this entire time. Like, look at this Soda go.
But wait.
Uh-oh. Stand United comes out. They're gonna pick up the kill on the EFAM now, and there's the easy response. So they pick up 2 yet again, and well, the push is coming through now. Okay, no, never mind.
Yeah, Poncho's bot lane, they did a lot of good there, managing to basically just blow both of their ultimates, pump out all of their damage, and kill Wit pretty quickly. However, they did overcommit there, trying to go for Bad Cop, specifically EFAM, because Lotus Blossom did back off pretty quickly. But when you've got that Rite of the Arcane vibing out there for Xerath, you end up in a little bit stickier of a situation when all of the, well, when Tom Kench is back on the map and you've got that teleport available now in the fight.
Yeah, Jackal's Left just saving Renji there, but now Archie's is just caught there. Great kick by him to keep himself there, but Wit with a great snipe. Incredible ulti as well, but he's just gonna die. Down goes the Yone, down goes the rest of the team, forced to run away and retreat. And that is what looked like could be a great pick for Duxer. He's just so far behind, he just got shredded. Stood no chance.
Yeah, the beautiful ultimate over the wall, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to take anyone down. Wit was able to kill him even as he snapped back with the jump. And then, meanwhile, Wit, in the early parts of the fight, drops that curtain call, and this man is gotta be scripting or something, because he managed to snipe EFAM in that early fight the first time he used his ultimate, and now the second time he got Archie's right between 4 members. I don't know if Poncho just isn't communicating well enough to catch these bullets for their team member, or if he really is just curving these Matrix style and just catching these kills. He's now 4-1-4, just needs to die 3 more times for a perfect Jhin score. And it looks like Reign of Kings Armageddon here is starting to pull away. They are at a 7,000 gold lead at just under 16 minutes. It's not looking great here for Poncho, as they do scale, but I'm not sure if they scale enough to beat this kind of gold lead.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. You specifically talked about it. The Zig Sona, they start to pop off in the late stages. The only issue is that so does a Dark Harvest Jhin and a Xerath. They also tend to pop off very quickly, and Jackal of Slams is just saying, let's fight this, because I know I got the backup before you all do. And you can see they're trying to get it, but yeah, that's not going to come through. So said they all back away. Duxter is here, but I don't think this is a fight they should go for. Okay, well, I guess they just say screw it. We got nothing to lose. The ultimate to try and escape. Great engage back to at least try and help out your teammate, but instead that's going to be 2 taken down. That's going to be a 3rd. That's a triple kill for the Akshan, and Renji just styling and profiling with the money.
Yeah, it is pretty much over here. Reign of Kings, they got that early lead, and I think that was a very messy, forced fight that Reign of Kings took there. In that 3v3, I mean, you said it, it looked like they had just, they had just gotten away, that Poncho was going to walk away from it, and instead, you see Reign of Kings, they're like, yeah, you know what, we'll just try and dive the tower anyways, and it seemed like no one was dying for so long. The target focus was all over the place for both teams, as they were just playing this big game of keep away, and at the end of it, Reign of Kings still managed to just walk away without a single scratch on them, take 2 more towers. 10,000 gold is the lead now here at 1745, and with a 602 Renji and a 414 Wit, you've got both of these ADCs, and we're actually not even getting to see the power of Akshan in these late game team fights because no one on the side of Reign of Kings is dying.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to experience it in its complete mastery. You can just start getting tapped because of the Bladed Hurricane, because of the press of the attack, and the Kraken Slayer. That's really the Akshan experience there, you know? Oh, look at that. I'm at full health. He just does 1 chain of auto attacks on me, and I'm either dead or I'm going back to base, because what else can I do? He got fed so early on. You can't do anything else.
Yeah, and Duxter did put up a pretty good fight for the early stages of this game, but Renji, he's got just too much damage and outranging Duxter this early. He was able, he didn't even get to push his lead that much through roaming because the rest of the map was also winning. There weren't that many opportunities where he could just kind of sneak through and get in, but now Archie's.
Yeah, Archie's is just dead. He's gonna get munched. That's 1 kill. Renji is godlike. And Jackalop's Lambs just says, I'll take this kill. Don't worry, guys. The real Tom Kench carry is here.
Yeah, Jack Loves Lamp certainly is the real Tom Kench carry here of GRLCS. He showed his worth during the Summer Splash, coming back from a long hiatus. He's showing his worth again here in Week 2 of the Ruination Conference, and his whole team also backing him up. 12,000 gold is the lead. They are all absolutely tearing up the Rift here, and they're getting Shelly in for a second, possibly. They won't get that 3rd charge, but they will take down an inhibitor here at 19 minutes, 40 seconds. They've got a Baron on the map in 15. They got a Dragon on the map in 20, and it looks like they know what they're about. They're going to scorch earth their way out of this jungle, head toward that Dragon, and if they don't take it uncontested, I think they take it with an ace. So good on Poncho for sitting back on this one.
Well, I mean, you have no choice. You only have 3 members with their mythic items. That's the Lee Sin, who has the most kills and the most gold, I imagine. And Shen with a mythic item, and that's it. Yeah, see, like, if we were to switch the gold from Lee Sin to Ziggs, maybe we're looking at something a lot better. But instead of it being like that, it's just like, it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. The Ziggs has to try and scale up while you're looking at the other team. They're all on their 2nd items.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you're looking at, oh, why is my bitrate at 400?
Uh-oh.
That is far lower
what?
than it should be.
Oh, I thought they were gonna possibly pick off Bad Cop, but the rotation was so quick. They're able to keep Bad Cop fine, but well, as we try to figure out what is going on with the bit rate, I guess, what do we do?
Well, I don't know. We are dropping frames like nuts, and I'm not sure why. I think I just need to. There we go. Bitrate's back up. Okay, so if you couldn't hear, see, or comprehend anything, it was because my bitrate was absolute shit. But here we go. Here's the team fight.
Oh yeah, team fight, and well, they're just going. There's nothing that they can do. A double kill for the Xerath, and now everyone is just chasing them down. Jackless Lamp says, "Let's keep going, boys." Okay, we're not. My bad.
They're like,
and
okay,
they're just
Jack,
gonna
yeah.
go back.
Reel it in here, but yeah, not sure how much of that was comprehensible before that last team fight or not. But if you are just tuning in or tuning back in, things are not looking good here for You Had Me at Poncho. They have been losing pretty steadily, and they did lose 2 members here in this team fight, but that's just kind of symptomatic of the larger problem, which is they are 12,000 gold down. Jackalope's Lamp is unkillable. Renji just kills you without a second thought, and now with the Baron in hand, a good steal attempt by Lotus Blossom, but it's a little too little and a little too late here, as Reign of Kings now stretches their gold lead to almost 14k.
Yep, and when you're down 14k to a team that you don't want ahead, it's kind of yeah, I think it's just fair to say it's kind of like a, all right, do we go next, guys? What do we do? Like the Jin built Serpent second.
Yeah, Jin
what do you
built Serpent
do?
second here for like Shen Shield, Sona Airy. There's, I mean, Serpent's Fang, don't get me wrong, is a great big bundle of stats.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I don't think it's the optimal item right here. However, that doesn't matter because he's still a full item ahead of Lotus Blossom. Renji was double the gold of Duxter. When we last checked their gold back and forth, Renji had 2.5 items. Duxter did not have his mythic.
Yeah, I mean, he finally has it, which is great. There's only one issue. You just got it, and the rest of the team is saying, we can fight you right now, and, well, Duxter's gonna just get killed. Oh my god! That's disgusting!
The London Blitz wishes it were so effective. You've Wit and Bad Cop just absolutely slamming it down. Duxter just goes back to the fountain. It's not much of a grand finale here. It's really just Reign of Kings finishing off this game that we knew this was coming. We knew that this had been coming for like the last 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, and, you know, we can't really say, like, oh, well, if they did this differently or whatever. You can see they were trying to make the plays that they needed to make to stay in the game for after, you know, Lee Sin lost some stuff early on. They were trying. We can't knock them for that. It's just the fact that the rotations were just so incredible, and when there's incredible rotations from a team like Reign of Kings, the only thing you can do is just like, all right, we're gonna have to forfeit this, we're gonna have to forfeit that. We have to force these plays.
Yeah, you can say places where individual lanes or individual matchups lost. I mean, we can look at Duxter losing his life in the mid lane. That was symptomatic of the blue buff. That blue buff invade put Hastega ahead. Archie's had to go behind, and then the early presence of mind to go for that level 2 gank in the mid lane takes down Duxter. Puts Renji ahead. He continues to push his lead and snowballs out of control to that 7-0-3 monster that we see right now. However, the entire map, it was just kind of a team difference, because when you look at all of these things and you say, oh, well, there are 1 or 2 moments that lost each lane, well, that just sounds like a pattern at that point. So Reign of Kings certainly playing really well, and I don't want to knock You Had Me at Poncho, because they did play quite well. It's just making these little mistakes that Reign of Kings is doing a great job of capitalizing on, and even here, Archie's walking blind into Renji's face, and just the absolute vision control that Bad Cop and the rest of Reign of Kings have on the enemy team here. There was 1 ward on the map, and it was after Archie's walked into that into that red side jungle. He dropped a ward on the way out before dying, or, you know, to avoid dying. And now here he goes.
Oh yeah, Archie's just trying to make some kind of play. What? I'm sorry, was there Yone on the map? Wait. Did we miss something?
I don't know, but I blinked and 3 members of Poncho are dead.
What? Wait. We need a slow motion on that or something. What in the hell happened to Duckster? This man blew up like a firework. What? GG's overall to Reign of Kings. What happened to Duckster?
Yeah. GG. Great play here by Reign of Kings. I mean, the early parts showed some team coordination, some good jungle pathing by Hastega, and overall, just quite a good showing here for Reign of Kings. Poncho, you definitely got knocked down in this one. Not gonna lie, it did not look great for you overall. But hey, you can pick yourselves back up. You're 1-1 now, and call this the learned lesson, because Reign of Kings certainly looks like a very strong team coming out of the Summer Splash and into present day. But
yeah,
that is only one of 3 games that we have for you here tonight, so don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll be bringing you VNG versus Lamp. And welcome back, everybody. We are here for our game 2 between Vengeance Gaming and Lamppost.
Yeah, and hopefully this game goes a little bit more fair than the last game we saw when Duckster took a 4th shot at full health and just died.
So that's what it was.
yeah, it was. He went in before he could even ulti, and I guess the 4th shot or a Q or something took out the Lee Sin and took out Duckster, and well,
yeah,
we already got something going on. Oh,
Yep.
okay, well that's easy. First blood. Lilia picks it up, and that is gonna be Lamppost getting the first blood.
Yeah, Lamppost with the first
Whoa.
blood, and Zongi wants to keep going.
Yeah, but there's no flash to follow up. King is just a slow little twisted fate. He can't follow, so a little too ambitious. But you gotta love it. Shows just how willing they are.
Interesting amount of chutzpah coming out from Zongi, but, well, in any case, we are down first blood already, but hey, Vengeance is coming back with a vengeance. We've got on the blue side Alex 94536 in the top lane on Ryze. Atronach in the jungle on Set, Meta Shift in the mid lane, shifting the meta with his Tom Kench mid, and Dark History and Banana Bottle playing that Jhin and Xerath combo we saw last game.
Yep, and on the other side, we have Lamppost. We got the first blood, Slappy on the Lilia. We have Zong Trundle in the jungle, King Yeetloaf as the Twisted Fate, and American Daddy and Randy Newman as the Caitlyn Nami. Something that I feel like we'd see probably back in season 8 or so. So feels nice to go back to that season.
Yeah, you know, reject modernity, return to Nami. We've got Glitter and Gaines and Psycho on the staff who'd be very happy if that happened. Meanwhile, Slappy dealing some damage to Alex, but it's Lilia versus Ryze, and Lilia just got boots on her first blood money, so she's not really chunking extra hard. Ryze doesn't exactly want to fight her in the first place, so they're just no thoughts, only vibes in the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone really wants to fight Lilia. It's an early stage. Like, you try to engage on her, all right, that's cool. Just gotta run away from you as I spin around in circles. That's all the top lane Lilia does. You try to engage, unable to, and I just realized it's a Set jungle. Haven't seen this in a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we saw Set jungle in the meta, and he's not going with that phase rush set that was so popular when Set jungle was around, but Meta Shift here may be in trouble. King Yeetloaf, however, will not flash the wall.
Yeah, no, instead, just gonna walk away while the Set is going in on the Lilia here. Nice use of the Haymaker, but they're going for this, and they will be able to pick it up. Zongi, easy first, I was about to say first blood again, but it's not a first blood. Easy second blood for the Trundle, making it happen.
It's like that old song, Henry VIII, you know, second verse, same as the first. Another kill here. Zongi getting to go forward, get some little chomps off, and Slappy will find himself an assist, as now 2 kills are on the side of Lamp. Good coordinated rotation into the jungle there. And Meta Shift goes very low, and Atronach is just a little bit late to try and back up his mid laner. So Meta Shift's quite low, and it's again this, oh no.
King Yeetloaf just taking the risky way through it, even takes the crit part on, or the true damage part on the Haymaker, so he took a lot of damage that really didn't need to be taken there.
Yeah, is this when we're like, oh hey, you dropped this King, but he dropped his pathing mechanics, and Atronach actually whiffs and whips an auto attack, but he will still manage to get the kill.
Oh, wait. Okay, I thought there was about to be another kill bot lane. The American Daddy was going to fall. Almost does, but instead Dark History getting 1v1 by... Oh, okay, almost 1v1 by the Nami, and, well, I guess here comes the reinforcement for the top lane. Slappy just got to stick around, just going to hit a quick Q and start trying to trot away getting more CS along the path. But now another TP coming in from the Rise, and they're not going to be able to lock it down. Okay, there it is. There's the flash. There's the lockdown. There's the kill. So much used to take out the poor little Fawn in the top lane.
I mean, I would say that I feel bad for Bambi up here, but honestly, she messed around a little too long, walked in a little, one too many times, and they had to take her out back and put a little bit of an arcane blast into the back of her head. So good for you, Alex and Meta Shift. You spent a couple of flashes, but you are going to finally catch that deer. So Slappy will go down, but 2-1-1 here is doing pretty well, and it is going to be pretty hard for Alex to deal with, as he is still just sitting on a tier and some boots. Meanwhile, there was a lot that went on. 2 kills in the bot lane. American Daddy gets away by the skin of his teeth. Dark History and Banana Bottle, both of them lose their lives. One of them to the Nami, one of them to the Caitlyn. But it was a very clean back and forth overall there in that bot lane. American Daddy with that fade away with the Q into the auto attack that just managed to snipe Banana Bottle at the very end of it. So it looked quite good here for Lamp. It still looks quite good, as they are about 1,500 gold ahead. Managed to pick themselves up that first early Ocean Drake. Great looking for them, considering how much both teams have been scrapping here in this bot lane.
Yeah, and American Daddy does have to be careful. Will get stunned up, and immediately comes everyone to try and take him out. But he's gonna trade it, so it's a 1-for-1 overall. They're still looking to get more, and what is it? Atronoc almost ends up dying as well. And you can see King Yelo, he wants to roam down. He has the forgot the name of the Twisted Fate ulti, but he has it. He's not going to use it, though. He'll just stay up top since he knew everyone was already backing off.
Yeah, at that level 1 mark, Destiny Gate is not far enough to really just get anywhere on the map that you want to. So he will have to walk down. He does lose a bit of precious time there, and he's not fast enough. Meanwhile, Slappy fighting Alex. He has the ultimate, but I don't think he wants or needs to use it here.
Yeah, and it's crazy to see that he's just running out of, didn't even use the ultimate and just continued to chase and just like, don't mind me, just gonna keep on running after you. Like, hello? Be afraid of the Rise, please.
Oh.
Wow. Be afraid of the Caitlyn, is what I should be saying. That was a lot of damage.
Yeah,
from American Daddy.
American Daddy certainly knows that combo. The fade away trap, or I guess net into headshot into Q. So he manages to get some significant chunks out of Dark History off. That's actually the same move that he used to kill Banana Bottle in that in that trade 1-for-1 in the gank bot lane. And now Randy Newman has been freed up to spend some time roaming around. Metashift is just coming back to the lane now, so he won't be able to look for a kill there, but it is going to give some solo XP here to American Daddy. Atronoc, he may be in trouble as the Destiny Gate comes out.
Oh, yeah, he is in a lot of trouble. Great flash there by Zongi to make sure he doesn't get taken out, but the double knockup is going to be big. He only one is hit by Slappy, so now Slappy trying to run away, but there's so much CC, gonna be forced to flash away. They put a ward there as well, so you're not getting away. Great roam, great kills for both Metashift and Alex to pick up.
And a good turnaround here for Vengeance Gaming. They actually do get the better jump in the roam, in the rotate, as Zongi and King Yeetloaf went a little bit too far trying to pick off Atronoc. That shield did save a little bit more life than I think they expected. So it allowed Alex to come down, and suddenly it was a 2v3, and then, well, you've killed off Zongi as both of them get knocked up here by the Tom Kench. And speaking of getting knocked up by the Tom Kench.
Oh yeah, King Yeetloaf is gonna be taken out. Thank you for the delicious meal, says the chef, and now the next one up on the plate is Zongi. Zongi going to be knocked up, but there's a stun coming out. So Metashift actually gets taken out instead. Good old Chomp. So I guess technically both mid laners are being eaten, and well, Alex is just gonna be taken out as well. So nice kill on the Randy Newman for that one, and Slappy gonna take out Alex. And I'll be honest, I have no idea how in the living daylights Atronaut got taken out there. I know I know Nami did Nami things. What?
So I think Zongi had enough AD from stealing, from chomping Metashift and killing him. He stole some of his AD, was able to get a couple of auto attacks on Atronach, and he didn't actually, Zongi didn't actually use his ultimate, so it does surprise me as well that they were able to do that much damage, but I guess they were able to keep him CC'd up since Randy Newman just has so much CC when she can hit it. So Atronach just kind of took more damage than he had health. I mean, it sounds kind of stupid, but in the most simplistic way possible.
Yep, the subjugation coming out. The Inferno is stolen, so great steal there. They're gonna take out one, and now King Yitlo, he's trying to run away. The King does not want to be taken out, but he's gonna get flashed on. He's gonna be taken out in the end, and well, American Daddy's in the wrong side of the entire rift. That's not your side. That's not your side, American. But he's still gonna get a kill. Hello?
I think it is his
This
side.
is like, God, this is his side. Never mind. Halen says I can 1v1 you if I so choose to. I mean, great job there by Randy as well. But there's a TP that they're looking to get the kill onto the Kench now as well. Just how? How did he stay alive? Well,
Are you kidding me?
there's no way. Come on. I make this joke a lot about, oh, we're here in the LCK for this stuff. This is literally just LCK fest. There's no happening either. It's just fighting. And there's the rail shift. Alex gets away. The Haymaker is dodged. Aatrox is chasing. Felix Smite comes out. Randy Newman's gonna heal. Everyone's just is fighting. What the hell is happening?
They fought around the dragon. Atronach did get the great steal there, and now Alex,
Okay.
you done messed up. Unless you can just walk away. Are you kidding me?
There's just no rest for us. It's just, hey, you guys wanted to rest? Yeah, not happening here.
Oh yeah, let me sit down in my chair, watch some nice, nice relaxing League of Legends, get to see some good clean games. And no, these guys said, you know what, screw your good clean games. We are just gonna keep fighting. We're gonna find ourselves a lead by stealing this dragon, getting ourselves a couple of kills, but then we're immediately going to lose a 2v2 off the wrong side of the map as American Daddy just absolutely smacks the bot lane of Vengeance Gaming here. But then we're just gonna keep fighting because here comes Metashift. Alex is going to try and take on Slappy. Slappy's going to take on Alex.
Well,
another fight's going to start.
Yeah, here comes Zongi. The Destiny's Gate is used. They're going to get a double kill in this bot lane. And you can see Slappy's also down here. So Slappy just says, screw it. I don't need to be top lane anymore. I just want to go roam. I'm back in my natural place as a jungler. And I'm even going to use the lullaby. I'm going to make sure I can keep following you. Gonna try and take you out. The Unstoppable does come out. Slappy actually might have been a little bit too deep. So Slappy, little too ambitious. I love it though, but at the same time, why are you down here in the first place? There's a rise. Hello.
Yeah, good roam, good rotation by Lamppost getting that bot lane. They did manage to pick off 2 members, which was great. And then Slappy goes ahead and he tries his luck, and he does really well. Almost kills Atronach there, but I think his fatal flaw was that he walked behind the set, allowed him to just totally suplex him right back under the turret. And then of course Slappy takes a couple of turret shots. He's caught on both sides with Metashift and Atronach, and that's where that went wrong. But at the end of the day, American Daddy and Randy Newman are so far ahead here. They're 15 CS over Dark History, not to mention the 4-kill Caitlyn is going to rocket past the trough that Caitlyn falls into. And
okay, I thought they were going to try and tower dive King Yeetloof now, and that's a pretty nice damage actually. That was more than I was expecting there. But I mean, at least we could catch our breath. Can't wait to jinx it.
They've stopped going for crazy plays. I mean, I guess there's not much to fight over. There is a Rift Herald, but turret plating is down. And never mind, they're fighting.
Okay, never mind. The fighting continues. American Daddy quickly realizes this is a Rise. You can't just walk up to him.
You can't walk into a minion wave and try and beat a Rise like this. Yeah,
Limit test?
We'll chalk that one up to a little bit of overconfidence on American Daddy's part, but he learned his lesson. Hopefully he doesn't end up doing that again, and now...
Oh, Slappy. Gotta be... Oh my god! The curtain call comes out. The arcane shots come out. Everything is being used. Alex is once again being chased down by the jungler, the top lane. We're going back to a fiesta, baby! And there goes the Rise. He's okay. He's burning down. He should be just fine, however. And again, we just get no rest. This is just... We're just in the LPL. This is literally an LPL style game again.
And now we are going to see both teams start moving around toward this dragon, but I do believe the Vengeance has the drop on it. They are going to be able to get it down before anyone on the enemy team can get over there. The blue team will slay the dragon.
Yep, and now we got the fight. Zongi just gonna munch away on Atronach, but you can see immediately they're going straight onto Metashift. Metashift will be taken out. That's going to be 2 members now, and this is a fight that really did not have to take place. But you do see the Rice. He is there to try and help out his teammates. However, they're still going to take out another. And because there is that sneaky Herald still up, they do have a lot of leeway to now get that and even push in these top-end mid-lane turrets.
Yeah, they forced Rise away. He is going to have to back. There's no way that he can actually take them on 1v5. But Dark History, he's going to make it a 1v4.
Wow. Yeah, Dark History just says, wait, you're this low and you're walking up to a Jhin? Was my Gale Force? Am my 4th shot? Or not even my 4th shot. Am I shot?
Yep.
I bet.
Yeah, you step up to the champ, but there we go. So Jhin finds himself another kill here. It is about a 4K gold lead, but it certainly doesn't feel like one. The way that both teams are just kind of fighting without a care in the world, with the, without seemingly a knowledge of who's actually in the lead, just going back and forth. They keep trying it, and little by little, Vengeance is staying in this game. They're certainly not in control of it, but they do have a huge scaling Rise. They've got themselves this uber tanky Tahm Kench, and they even have a Jhin to burst squishies.
Slappy is just going to be taken out. Look, okay, I understand. Early game, you can do this to a Rise. But do people just forget? You feed a Rise, and in the later stages, he tends to become what we like to call a menace. That is a Rise. That is what he can do.
Well, really, the Rise should not be ahead of the Lilia in items right now. I mean, this Lilia has given over a couple of really kind of boneheaded kills, which have allowed this Rise to start scaling up. And then, of course, Lilia being down about 20 CS, it really isn't doing Lamppost any favors, I'll say. Giving the single AP, like, full machine gun mage all of this gold, it's not going to go well for the rest of your team, unless, of course, American Daddy can just do that to him.
Yeah, I mean, it also doesn't help that when American Daddy did have a pretty good bounty, he tried to 1v1 Alex and just stayed still and took everything and gave a 650 shutdown to him. So, I mean, that also kind of hyper-accelerated, and we got another fight, but it's breaking up on my end. But,
yeah, and
okay.
Atronach will go down immediately. He hasn't been able to get a Haymaker in a couple of fights now, as American Daddy will pull away, but I think, yeah, that is just going to be a one fight here for Vengeance.
Yeah, it cut back in, and I just see the fight just end before it could really start up once more. And look who's left quite healthy, both the ADC and the AP. Sienna, well, hi, Slappy.
But,
nice to see you're still here.
But that is not working out for you the way you think it is.
Yep, I mean, they're able to take out Meta, the Nami. 3-0-12 is really giving it to him. But Yeah, you remember how you said it was a 4K gold lead? Yeah, how about we make it a 1K? How does that sound?
Yeah, and that is what happens when you're really not respecting the re-engage power of Meta Shift. They've been able to kill off Atronach really quickly in 2 fights now, but they're not peeling well for the Caitlyn. Not that it's very easy to peel for the Caitlyn when Tahm Kench can just drop right on top of her, but they're not respecting that Abyssal Voyage, and when Meta Shift can just get right on top of Caitlyn, hit her 3 times and then just eat her. You've taken away the team fighting power here, because they've also not been doing this while Yeetloaf is available. They've been doing this as units of 3 or 4, and we saw what happens when you really lose these 3v3, 3v4 engages, and then Slappy comes in afterward to try and make something better of it. You actually just give away another kill, and now look at Randy Newman.
Yep. Speaking of giving up another kill, shutdown kill over to the Jhin, who is looks like working to building a collector, and wow, they really want to go in. There goes the Realm Warp. It's gotta send everyone onto the Caitlyn and blow her up. That's an easy kill. There's the Herald being summoned, but yeah, the Herald not really gonna help a whole bunch. He just wants the tower. He just go for the tower. So Zongi doing what he can to try and survive, and should be able to get away. Yeah, he'll be just fine, but you can immediately see they're going around. They're trying to stop the small split pushing, and well, maybe Banana gonna be taken out. No, he'll be okay.
Yeah, Zongi knows he doesn't have flash. He just used it to get over the wall, so he knows that he can't really steal the dragon. He's got to try and make something happen here, but it's not really working out. Nothing's really working out right here for the members of Lamp, and they have just thrown the gold lead back into favor of Vengeance for the first time in this game.
Yeah, and meanwhile, topside, you have the Twisted Fate, just using the Fate's Destiny for Vision. He's just pushing. That's all he's doing, while Randy Newman's doing what he can to try and survive, just to try and stay alive. He's even going to ignite. He's going to help his teammate out, give him a kill, and well, Alec was wanting to take out the fish as well, but sadly, no fish on the menu tonight. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh.
All right, well, Randy Newman will live here, so a little bit of a bright spot, as now Lamp does manage to get themselves back in the gold lead. But look at how long it took Yeetloaf to take this tower. They had such a strong gold lead, and then they kind of did this weird 1-3-1 thing that just didn't end up working out for them. They weren't able to take a convincing fight. They weren't able to prevent this fight from being taken. I mean, we saw how hard the Vengeance Gaming enforced that fight onto them. Meta Shift jumping in, Alex using the Realm Warp so that everyone was just right on top of Caitlyn. It got them so much here for Vengeance. And then, I mean, what did they get? What did Lamp get back in return? They got a top tower. They spent so much time bot lane with Slappy sending him down there, but he wasn't able to get any turret for himself either. And then handing over Soul Point for the dragon. If Vengeance managed to get this soul in the next 5 minutes, and oh man, Zongi, you're trying to take down Alex, and
he actually does. Wait, he's going for this? There's no way. Wait, huh?
Stat check. Trundle wins a stat check. GG.
Can we get?
That's a Baron.
Yeah,
that's an easy Baron right there.
I mean, there's really not anything they can do. The main 2 are taken out, and well, make that a main 3. They're looking to take out Banana, and they will. He's just taken out so quickly. The Baron will once again be focused upon, and Current's call? Nah, there's no way they steal so.
No, they just get a lot of damage off onto Zongi. It may mean that a fight that gets forced onto them could be easy pickings, but it's a 2v5. It's a 2v5. There's no way that this works.
Yeah, and you can see immediately just decide, all right, let's back away. Gotta pop the GRLCS and gonna go ahead and leave. Or at least they're going to try to leave. But yeah, come on, guys. You can't. You should know you can't just back anywhere. Meta Shift quickly realizing he has to try and do something, but yeah, he's gonna die. So, I mean, what do you think about that chase? Do you think greed or not greed?
Interesting chase. Yeah, we'll get it after this fight.
Yeah. Hey Zongi, remember how you were able to pop him before? Not this time, and wow, the damage coming out from Alex is nutty. That's not right.
Yeah,
There's even a QSS.
Yeah, this is a 2 damage item Rise. He's got a QSS for no offensive capabilities whatsoever, but that's just how strong Rise is when you start scaling with all of that mana, all of that AP. But yeah, let's talk about that chase after Baron. So at first I thought it was just like Meta Shift and Atronach, they were trying to stop backs for some reason, but I think somewhere in there the communication got mixed up. They ended up trading Meta Shift for the
Well,
Eatloaf.
whoa! Okay, he really just said, "Look, screw your stun, screw everything about Twisted Fate that you love. Respect my name," and he's gonna back away for free.
Yeah, don't 1v1 the Rise like that. Doesn't work for you.
Like, there are ways that you 1v1 with a Rise. One of the ways, play Camille. Cause then you can just dance. You have your Hex Tech, whatever. You get the shield, bam, easy. That's not how you do it. Whatever that was, you don't do it like that.
Yeah, but watch the fight here, because it is a 3v4 and now a 4v5, as Banana Bottle is still making his way to join the team. The Dragon comes up in 15 seconds, and Lamp knows that they actually have to fight this one. This is Soul potentially for Vengeance. But the good news for Lamp is they have managed to get themselves a little bit of an entrenched position here. They have a Caitlyn who's got these traps all set up. They have King Geatloaf, who doesn't quite have the Destiny, but the fight.
Yep, the fight ensuing now. They take out Adron immediately. An incredible sleep there. They're gonna try and take out the Rise. He's gonna be just fine. But American Daddy, he is on a rampage. The gold card will stop the Meta Shift from getting away, and they're gonna win that fight off of a incredible lullaby by Slappy.
Yeah, the Lilting Lullaby putting asleep 2 and then managing to pick off both of them. Banana Bottle and Meta Shift were the 2 who were caught in there. As well, Atronach, he went in at first and just, again, he keeps getting blown up before he can even press his Haymaker. I don't know if he's getting too greedy with it, going for too much value, or if he is actually just getting blown up faster than his brain and fingers can just register and press W. But, he might need to start anticipating that, because Set does not continue to scale harder. He's just kind of building he's just kind of building health right now. He doesn't have that many resistances, which contributes in large part to how quickly he's getting blown up. We are stretching into the 30-minute mark, where now Caitlyn is at 3 items, Rise is at 3 items. They are really going to be the controlling factors in this game. Of course, Jhin, you can never count him out with how much damage he does to squishies, and especially since he has that rapid-fire cannon right now, he could just land a really good, really long-range shot onto American Daddy and enable the rest of his team to just kind of take out this Caitlyn. So Lamp has to play this one a little bit safer. They have safe picks here, with King Geatloaf having, the gold card and the Everfrost follow-up. Randy Newman not quite dying.
Yeah, and
Flash.
Yep, they're gonna get the flash from Banana Bottle, so that's nice. The subjugation also being used by Zongi as a way to try and get onto him faster, but instead, nothing gonna happen. And you see King Geatloaf this time. He is respecting Alec a very, very big margin, but they're collapsing on him. They're collapsing on him, and he has no clue. So, yeah, Alex knows he's dead, so shouldn't even try. He's taken out. They sent a full army, and you can see there was nothing that Avengers could really do to try and even respond, just because of how the waves are pushed.
Yeah, the waves aren't in a position for Vengeance to respond. There are no objectives on the map for them to respond with. This was a really good pick, but King Yeetloaf, I think he bit off more than he could chew as well. He is not going to be making it out of this one.
Yeah, King Eatloaf, after just seeing what Alex did say, hey, I can one-up you, watch me.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he did.
Did someone say yeeting the mages into oblivion in the bot lane? Hey, I'm signed up. But now, Alex will be up in time for Baron, and he also has teleport and realm work both available. King Yeetloaf won't be up for 25 more seconds, so if either team decides to prioritize Baron and start posturing around it right now, it will be advantage to Vengeance. They have the teleport and Rise heading down in the bot lane to start that split push. And Banana Bottle is going to be safe for now.
Yeah, oh, Banana Bottle got shot in by Dark History. I thought they were going to collapse on him there. That was so close to being really bad because of that. Oh, they're actually going to try and go for this. Pretty nice damage overall, but I mean, you can see
a lot
they're
of
just
damage, but the Rite of the Arcane was committed, so we do have to keep that in mind as we get into the team fight. That is one of the major advantages here.
Yeah, and oh my god, the damage from Atronach going to take out one. You see King Yeetloaf, he's back there, he's fighting, but there's going to be a shutdown onto the Caitlyn. Now King Yeetloaf is trying to run away. It is 2 for 2. Oh wow, Alec is just pushing out the buy, so he's just saying, you know what guys, keep fighting, I'm fine with this.
Yeah, they took that in a 2 for 2, but that was a 4v5, so now they have to get at least one more person and something on the map in order to make this worth it.
Yep, and great lullaby there, but oh my goodness, you're gonna be collected. Dark History say, don't bring him near me, why are you doing this to me? So now he can finally, oh, that's why you don't bring him to the Jhin, and now you can see they are looking to try and take out Alex, but geez, this is just a Rise who's super fed, forced to immediately run away, even with the Shirley Pop. Oh no, not Shirley Pop, that was just a W, and was that Chemical that gave him a speed buff?
Yeah, Nami passive does give speed boosts.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're looking at the gold lead, and it's about 2,500 in favor of Lamp, but that starts to shrink when you consider how much better Rise just scales into the late game. Caitlyn is quite strong, but we saw she didn't have Peel, she didn't have backup there in that last fight, and that ended up getting her killed. She died to meta shift in the backside of that fight while we were watching just King Yeetloaf and Zongi kind of go through, start fighting off Atronach, and now the Destiny Gate comes out. But it's only going to be used for vision because I don't think he can try and engage anything here.
Yeah, I mean,
right of the Arcane.
Yeah, Randy Newman is so low now, and they're already at a risk, and now the Caitlyn gonna be taken out. They're going for the full fight. They're going to try and take out everyone. Alec is just a monster. Zongi saved the life, however, and you can see now Alec trying to chase down the doe, but they won't be able to, but they will be able to secure Mountain Soul.
Yeah, even a 1-for-1 works to the great advantage here of Vengeance. They end up with this Mountain Soul, and it looks like they're realm warping straight to Baron. They send all of them right there, and of course, with Zongi heading back, he's running back in, but he doesn't have Flash. He's not going to be able to steal this easily. Now, Atronach, however, is dead. They do not have a smite on that side. They want to bait Zongi in. Are they going to be able to do that with such little vision here? Zongi's going to walk right forward.
Oh yeah, Zongi walks up, gets shut down. That'll be the Baron. Or should be a Baron for free, really. And, I mean, great job there to just lure in the Trundle and take him out. Crow King down.
Yeah, Slappy, he's not going to be able to do anything to try and stop this. The Baron is now in the hands of Vengeance. They're still behind, but once again, I can't say this enough, the gold lead does not matter as long as Rise is hanging out around this team. He is now level 17, 3.5 items. I'm sure he's very close to finishing what looks like a death cap. Now that they've gotten a little bit of extra gold, a little bit of that Baron buff gold into their pockets. It is looking so good here for Vengeance. An even gold state for them with the Baron in their pocket for 2.5 more minutes, and they can finally start cracking open some of these inhibitors.
Yeah, and what's so crazy to me is that the gold lead is still on the side of Lamppost. And that's the same thing in like, oh wow. I mean, you just look at the way Vengeance is playing. They're playing so great. They're playing incredibly. But yet, just the small, tiny errors that just happen every now and then have given them small time to fall back and maybe fall back into the hands of Lamppost. But you can see, like, right now, there's really not a whole lot that they can try and do because Alex, I mean, Alex is just a monster. You can't do anything.
Machine gun mages, they are better at cutting down tanks than normal mages, but they still excel the best at breaking these squishies, and that's really all that's on the side of Lamppost in terms of what they can offer. They've got squishies, they've got Yeetloaf, they've got American Daddy. Even Slappy doesn't have any magic resist, which makes him a prime target here for the Rise. And just look at how much zone presence they can control between Xerath managing to get long-range poke. If Dark History can land a W, it means you can actually get someone in range like Alex to just pump out damage until someone is dead. There we go.
Oh, American Daddy. Having to try and run away. There's the right of the Arcanes. It will be used pretty nicely, but overall, not a whole lot going to be done, I should say. And, you know, curtain call going to be coming in. Pretty fancy name for what's happening right now. They are looking to end it. The curtain call was a perfect time to go in and really end it all. They're looking for Alex, trying to take out just one more to help his team. Nice pose. And finally, we'll take out Zongi. And that should be the game.
Yeah, Randy Newman's down. Slappy's very close to going down. He will try and find Alex, and he will succeed, but it won't matter. It's a 4v1, and Yeetloaf is just one man, not an army. Everyone is so low, but the Nexus will fall nonetheless as Vengeance battles back in a long game. Manages to take this one out from under Lamppost.
Yeah, they avenge the early stages, as you had said. I mean, they gave up first blood. They gave up second blood. And then they come back and win it.
Yeah,
just Vengeance staying calm and composed.
Vengeance staying calm and composed, and crucially, Lamppost not respecting the Rise. Slappy in the top lane died a couple too many times, and suddenly the power dynamic there shifted. Alex was on top, Slappy was actually running away from him, or he would have if he weren't spending so much time throwing himself right into the waiting clutches of the Blue Man group. But we have one more game for you this evening, so don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll be back with Redeem versus Dogmar Gaming. So do not go anywhere while we take a quick break. That's a dope song, but unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. And of course, that means we have our third and regrettably final game of the day between Redemption Esports and Dogmar Gaming.
Yep, and just a quick I can't see the game.
You can't see the game? That would mean that some idiot didn't share the screen with you, and that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, never happened.
Yeah, because I'm not some idiot. I'm Vid.
Nah, you're Vid. You're like the best Vid gamer I know.
I'm the best Vid gamer in this Discord call right now.
That is very true, and the best Vid gamer is going to be great for this last game to cast with, as we do have, as you said, the last game of the day, sadly, between Redemption and Dogmar. On the side of Redemption, we do have the Malphite being played by Dom Not One Trick. Hyping Hero is playing the Jarvan in the jungle. Avatar playing the Syndra in the mid lane, and Farge and Banthresh as the Xayah Nami bot lane.
And meanwhile, on the red side, the Dogmar Gaming, we have Blank Ginger in the top lane on Shen. XXX Vamped XXX playing Trundle in the jungle. X Dirty DX in the mid lane on Corki, and in the bot lane, the man himself, Dogmar, and his partner in crime, Villain, playing Varus and Rakan.
First thing that immediately came to mind, well, two things came to mind. First thing, man, Dogmar has to be super confident. He just has the whole team just Dogmar Gaming. That's it. And second, do you think the Rakan pick was just so that they didn't have the Xayah Rakan nasty combination duo there?
I would not be surprised. I mean, Rakan is a pretty good pick. Rakan is a pretty good pick, and I know Fargo is just good on Xayah as well. So maybe Villain taking that away, playing spoiler to the blue team, and making sure that Banthresh doesn't get to play that Rakan, and forced onto the Nami. And look at that, level 2.
Yeah, the flash immediately from Banthresh as well. I mean, that's a lot of respect that you have there. So now support has no flash, and yeah, I mean, that could be an easy gank, maybe easy gank opportunity for sure if the XX Vamped goes down there.
Yeah, unfortunately for Vamped, he doesn't have a ton of hard engage. He is just a Trundle, so he won't have really anything except for... he won't have anything in terms of, you know, good gank pass, except for maybe on Dumb Not One Trick. If Blank Ginger does get pushed in, it'll be a lot easier, but these duo lanes are a lot harder to gank without hard engage. And then, of course, in the mid lane, it's just the shorter lane in general, so you've got a little bit easier time getting away, especially when you have the right side, or the correct side, rather, of the map warded here. So I am more looking forward to seeing what Villain does as Banthresh's flash is down. That level 2 on Rakan is probably one of the nastiest level 2s for any support. It's just, you know, the moment you hit it, you go in if they don't have a dash out, because you can pretty reliably get a flash, or at least get a chunk of health out. However, they do see High Ping Hero making his way downtown, heading through the Tri-Brush, and they will have to back off, allow this wave to push into them. And a little bit of a CS lead is going to come into the pockets of Fargo. Dogmar has been pushed back, losing a couple CS because he still knows that Jarvan is right there.
Yeah, this is just one of those where you're the ADC and you're just like, man, leave. Come on. Shoo.
Get the hell out of here and let me play some League of Legends, am I right, man?
No, instead, the flash going to be used by Dogmar there to make sure he gets out just fine. So, you know, that is one very upset Dogmar, just sitting there grouchy, doesn't even know that High Ping is sticking around. Come on, man. First blood goes to the Jarvan after bullying Dogmar, the chief of Dogmar Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, Dogmar's got to be furious because with how much time Hyping Hero spent down there, with eyes on him the entire time. I mean, they knew that he was there. They saw him in the brush, and then they knew that he was there the first time. I'm not sure Dogmar really expected the the stay because it was just so much time expended in that bot lane, and Vamped didn't get a single thing for it. He finished his Raptors, hung out on the warded top side of the mid river, so he didn't get anything from that, and Avatar just got to hang out and just kind of waste his time for a little bit. So Vamped is now significantly behind. He has lost first blood to his counterpart in the jungle, and Jarvan, just so strong in the early game, is going to make this he's going to try and push this advantage because you see him coming into the mid lane now, although Redemption Esports may have a little bit of an issue here.
Yeah, there's no flash on Hyping this time, so they're gonna punish him. He will go down. Huh? Did they try to give the kill to 30 and just not secure? You're kidding me, right?
Quote of the day.
You're kidding me.
Bitch bet. Quote, Hyping Hero.
Well, they're at least gonna pick up the kill onto Domnot one trick you up. Just stay for a little. Please.
Okay,
no.
He's definitely getting. They're definitely gonna get him on this one, right?
Please. Okay, they got him. Oh my god! I thought he was gonna TP away. Thank God they put the ward down. I was about to, flip, dude.
But good for Dogmar Gaming getting something back, but however, they have just donated over a free dragon. Dogmar and Villain are just trying to get back even in CS here, as they lost a ton after that first blood coming from Hyping Hero, and they're not even going to be able to get back into even territory. They're just going to ameliorate the lead just a little bit. Yep. Now Vamped, he's here for Hyping Hero, but just does not really have the backup. But if Hyping Hero goes back in...
Yeah, they have the reinforcements. I mean, the Stand United is being used. Hyping Hero is doing his best to try to stay alive for as long as possible. They will be able to take him out, but so does the Trundle. Trundle goes down, and now everyone is running away. Ban Thresh is the one leading the charge. 3-man knockup is huge, and they're going to take out the ADC. They're going to take out the Domnot one trick, and now Avatar is trying to run away. Leave it to the blue buff to take out the Rakan. So Avatar, he picks up a kill of his own, and now he should be able to run away just fine after having a kill donated to him thanks to the good old blue buff.
After all is said and done, we are looking at a 3-for-2 in favor of Dogmar Gaming, so they will walk out just a little bit ahead. Dogmar is going to be thanking his lucky stars. He ended up getting 2 kills in there, one on Domnot one trick, one in there on Ban Thresh, I believe it was. And so he will have 2 halves of an item. Looks like he is going to go toward that Duskblade of Drakthar. Meanwhile,
Avatar. Wow.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Fade away, the fadeaway rocket. Thank God.
Yeah, I can't lose another one, man.
Yeah, look, I'll just say this. I lost brain cells at work today, okay? Because, oh my God, there was a lot of stuff I had to do. I really was about to lose it if I had to watch that. I'm not even joking. Dear Lord. Okay. Alright, good ultimate by Farge there to stay, or to keep himself away from the package. They will be able to take out the Nami, though, who just stood no chance whatsoever. So the ultimate coming out along with the Nami kill. Great job for Dogmar Gaming.
Yeah, easy pickings here on the Nami, and that's kind of what you need to do. You've gotten yourselves a little bit of a lead, but you just want to make sure that you're pushing it. You want to make sure that Dogmar keeps having that kill threat, especially with how strong you know that the Chain of Corruption is against someone like a Nami, who still does not have ult, is not going to be able to disengage herself very easily. Hopefully, for Redemption Esports, they'll be able to get themselves a little bit more XP on this Nami, but meanwhile, Lank Ginger...
Yeah,
it's going to chase away Hyping Hero.
Yeah, I think just they kind of just ran into each other, just like, "Hi, how are you?" Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, the minion.
Minions.
Yes, sir. The Winions coming in clutch. They will pick up a kill, and Dogmar just gonna put down a control word there. Just say, "Thanks for the free CS," and they're gonna fight this. And great burst of damage. Their villain immediately focusing Avatar, but they're gonna take out the Vamp. So now Vamp taken out. That's gonna be another kill, and they're just gonna say, "Thanks for the free Herald, my guys."
Yeah, knowing that Dirty D was down, knowing that Dirty D was dead, they were able to take that. They knew that they had so much more damage, especially when they all just focus fired Vamp immediately. He wasn't able to get that long-term healing from subjugation. He wasn't able to just start pumping out damage with the Chomp extra AD. High Ping Hero and Avatar still have enough damage at this point that they can just burn him down. Then suddenly, Villain doesn't have anything to offer. Blank Ginger has kind of scaled out of that, first couple of levels of Shen laning phase power, so it was going to be an easy win for them, knowing that both carries were off of the map. So now it is up to Dogmar Gaming to kind of hit back here. There's 40 seconds left until this Ocean Drake, and Ban Thresh might be in trouble.
Oh yeah, he is just taken out. The kill doesn't go over to Dogmar, but it does go onto the Trundle, so overall, that's what you love to see. Good chain of corruption as well by Dogmar to make sure that the kill was truly secured.
Yeah, hitting those long-range chains of corruption are always good to see, especially with how fast that comes back up when you build all of the cooldown reduction that you do on Varus nowadays. Being able to play this lethality Varus because you've got that Corki in the mid lane, you can play lethality Varus to its fullest potential and then just keep building cooldown reduction and lethality. You're suddenly sniping and just cutting straight through Syndra and Xayah and Nami. Those are really the three that you only care about. And so you can just keep using your chain of corruption as an engage tool and even as a secondary engage tool because you have so much power using the quickness and the grand entrance. Not to mention you can just interrupt people with the Pillar of Ice.
Yeah, and it looks like a fight could be starting around on the Dragon. They put down the Herald as well, so it's kind of like, pick your poison. You fight for Dragon. We're going to at least take that down. Great charm there to really secure it, but wow, what a flash as well. Stand United is being used, but the disruption from the Malphite going to stop it. So overall, there's just no kills happening yet, but great job with the Cataclysm, with the Flag and Drag to pick up 2, and just like that, that should be the first tower on the bot side for the Xayah and a free Dragon.
And just as I was saying that Dogmar can use that chain of corruption as secondary engage since it's a little bit harder to hit, unfortunately, they use it on the one guy who can just say no. Fargo is able to just use his ultimate and stop both of those engages there and end up re-engaging for a beautiful 2-kill advantage. Corki wasn't able to do anything there. Vamped died, and Villain just had to walk away. So, good interrupt, however, by Dumb-Not-One-Trick. He was able to just use the Unstoppable Force and keep Blank Ginger from joining the fight. If Shen had managed to get in there, I think there is no doubt in my mind that that fight definitely would have gone to Dogmar Gaming.
Yep, and I just realized that is Fargo, not Farge. Oops. My apologies, Fargo. I shall put the respect on your name that you deserve. It is indeed, and I mean, nice taunt. It was a nice taunt. I mean, you can fight him, but you're half health. He's not.
Yeah, and the Grasp of the Undying is doing a ton of work for Blank Ginger here. I thought that he was going to be a lot worse looking than he was in these 1v1s, and of course, Dumb-Not-One-Trick just walked back into lane, so he's not having the best time here.
Yeah, and here's the entire reinforcement just coming up, and there's no way. If I was him, I would have just given the kill. I would have just given the kill to Villain there. I mean, they bring 4 people. He just run him down. While the poor Dogmar, he's just like, team support, help, please.
Yeah, guys, I understand you're killing the Malphite, but what about me? And this actually, yeah, because he gets to run away, because he gets to just lead them on this wild goose chase, they do even up the kills in that exchange, get Dogmar, and they know that they can continue to push through and just take as much of the jungle as they can without fear of being hit back at by Dogmar Gaming, because they spent so much time on the top side.
Yeah, and it's not the first time that, you know, Villain was actually on that top side. And, I mean, like, for me, Villain should not be there just because of the fact that Dogmar is being forced into playing weak side the second he goes up. And, you know, you don't want your Vars to play weak side going lethality Vars. You want them to get stronger. So just stay down there. It's a Shen. Shen can get away in multiple fashions. And just to answer someone's question, Mr. Shu, no, this is not the Reign of Kings game. That was the first game. This is the last game between Redemption and Dogmar Gaming.
Yep, our first game was between Reign of Kings and You Had Me at Poncho. This, if you'll take a look at the title on Twitch, is our final game of the day. Unfortunately, we cannot dynamically change the title of the stream that we post in the Discord. We can just change it on the stream itself. So now, yeah, this is what we were talking about, getting Dogmar to just use his lethality and start poking people. That's what you want to do. Instead, poke them into submission. In the interim, when they have to go back, let Villain roam. Then you know that you're freed up. Villain can get to go do his thing, and Dogmar only has to play, play weak side for a little bit, as opposed to for how long it took him last time, and how dangerous it is, because he just died because you're playing in a 2v1 as an immobile ADC. Look at that.
And to make matters worse, you're going after the Malphite? And see, this one makes a little bit more sense, but now you can see immediately they're going to take out a few. Great ultimate by them not to even get onto Dogmar there, but Dogmar will take out one. He is left alone. The scatter of arrows will miss, so no slow. Great damage though, and you can see Villain. Okay, I thought Villain maybe would like to get a pretty nice knockup, go back to his ADC, and then just be fine. Instead, they're just gonna go ahead, pick up, almost pick up another kill on the Dogmar there. Good flash to keep himself alive.
Yeah, Fargo was able to force Dogmar away, even in the beginning of that fight. Absolutely no peel for this Varus is going to be the death of this team, especially when Dirty D was not with the team in the majority of that fight. So now, looks like it's going to be 2 towers, or possibly this soul point dragon here for the side of Redemption Esports, or they're just going to try and sneaky bush bait. They want Vamped to come in, they want Dogmar to come in, but they don't know that there are wards everywhere but that bush, so they're gonna have to just by process of elimination, Dogmar Gaming knows that they weren't on that track.
They're like, all right, you guys want to try this strat? All right, that's cool. Watch this. We'll take your tower while you force us into soul point. Even trades. They don't even get the tower. So
yeah, they don't get the tower because Corki's not there. The fact that Dirty D hasn't been joining them, he's been working on focusing on his own CS and just trying to scale up so that these team fights are a lot easier for them. But that's costing them a ton in terms of their ability to actually take back these little leads when Redemption Esports hands them over. I mean, you can't take a tower if you don't have any DPS. You don't have any DPS if your Corki is hanging out in base while Dogmar is playing full lethality.
Yeah, and going back to touch on, Dogmar, playing lethality, another thing that we can, say about this whole thing, I mean, my question, why are you trying to camp tank Malphite? To get ahead the Trundle? I mean, you got the 4 kills onto Malphite. Black Ginger might be in trouble. Nah, it's gonna be dumb. Nah, he's gonna get away just fine. Ultimate will miss. There's the Stand United being used as well. That's a lot being used, and he goes right back in. Hyping Hero has no fear because Fargo is here to help out as well. easy double kill, and that. Okay, let's just say it. There's no reason that you guys should try that. You guys forced out a lot. Take it, leave, push in something, just retreat. Not
Yeah.
that.
My main problem, you don't have any DPS and you're trying to focus down a tank and a bruiser. And it's obviously not going well on either of those counts. And you saw Hyping Hero himself was able to do a ton of damage to Dogmar and Villain and Blank Ginger and just got them so low. And at that point, you know you've overcommitted because you haven't killed either of them and you're continuing to force this issue. They should have just taken the Malphite ultimate as Blank Ginger just... as Blank Ginger got that one for free, they should have just taken the Malphite ultimate and walked with it. Don't try and force onto Hyping Hero. Don't try and use that quickness and tower dive when you don't have a full tank who can commit to that. Blank Ginger, he does have the Sunfire, but he just isn't as tanky as you need to be against all of the CC that they're bringing, and with Fargo rotating.
Yeah, and as you said, they're just kind of doing these things that's like, I mean, you did one good call. Now let's shoot ourselves in the foot. Yeah, let's go ahead and force out Malphite ulti, and our ADC is gonna fall along with our top laner that we decided to camp 24/7 because Shen needs to camp in the top side against tank Malphite.
Yeah, meh is a really good way of putting it. Like, they're taking good, they're making good moves early, but
that's what you want.
Lethality Varus with 2 items.
Yeah, that's what you want. Force the mistakes to be made. Don't make the mistakes yourself.
Yeah,
should be that simple.
Let Xayah get too confident. I mean, we saw her Gale Force forward. We've been seeing Dumb Not One Trick do this exact same thing and just get a little bit too hyphy and end up paying his life for it. Blank Ginger.
Dumb Not?
He'll
be fine.
Yeah, he missed the Shadow Dash over the wall. So unfortunately, Malphite will get away, but he gets away while trading his ultimate, and he has to go back. This is going to be a free Baron unless Hyping Hero can pull off an amazing steal. Blank Ginger's
they have Avatar here too. And here tells the TP, they take out the Trundle, they get the Baron, and they're going to take out 2. And that is what you just call disastrous. 1, why is Trundle that low? 2, how do you allow this much time for the J4 to go in to Cataclysm, to auto smite? How do you allow that?
Yeah, the Shen was running interference, but he wasn't interfering enough. He was staying too far north of the Baron pit, and wasn't basically putting himself in between. He didn't want to get caught in the flagon drag if J4 decided to full commit. However, that's exactly what you need to do, and basically just Shadow Dash before he gets the Dragon Strike out. Instead, he wasn't able to Shadow Dash him anyways because he missed, and then Vamp was tanking. Vamp was tanking the Baron, which put him very low, didn't even give him time to subjugate, and it ended up killing him. Luckily for Dogmar Gaming, they still managed to get the Baron because the smite was used a little bit early by Hyping Hero, but now Vamp is down his ultimate. No ultimates have been used yet on the side of Redemption Esports. Blank Ginger is now knocked off.
Great Cataclysm! That's gonna be a gigantic tsunami. Dogmar will take out the Xayah though, but I mean, Avatar is still alive, and we haven't mentioned it, but Avatar is a big menace here, and well, Phanthresh is just gonna go ahead and take out 1. And now it's up to the Nami and up to the Syndra. That's a double kill for the Nami. Wait a minute. Hello, goodbye. That's a clean ace by the support and the mid laner, who were left alone from Dogmar.
And Dogmar Gaming, I think they understand now that was not the place you wanted to be. You clumped 4 members into that little corridor where it's absolutely perfect for a Cataclysm tidal wave, and you saw 2 members were basically dead before the fight even started, really. Dirty D and Dogmar managed to get Fargo down, and I think that's the reason that it turned into a 3v, a 3 for 5, rather than just like a 5 for nothing. But you do have to look at this and just say, like, okay, where was the team fight positioning? Was anyone making sure that that Jarvan wasn't flanking? Was anyone making sure? Because any number of things could have engaged that fight. Even Avatar just tossing down a Scatter the Weak could have engaged that fight enough that Redemption Esports had such an easy avenue through that fight. So Dogmar Gaming needs to shore up their team fighting.
Again, Fargo just going in so recklessly. I mean, he dies in the same exact fashion that he died the first time to Dogmar. I mean, we get it, you're strong, but you still gotta respect. At least Salivar's, yes, he hurts. He hurts a lot.
And I think Dogmar actually baited that one on purpose. He had the vision on the top side that he knew that Fargo didn't because of that control ward sitting there. So he knew that Fargo didn't know that Villain was waiting in the wings. And Villain has been the one thing that's been saving these, like, because Fargo could easily kill Dogmar if basically anyone other than Villain is sitting there. Instead, he's forced to use that Feather Storm. That's time that he's not pumping damage out into Dogmar, and Dogmar can line up that shot the moment that he comes back, and here we go. That is another ultimate used, but look at how quickly that's ticking back up. He already has 30% CDR, or 30 ability haste rather, and that's just off of items. That's not to mention runes, if he took extras in his stat runes, and I do want to know what... We'll do a quick check-in on Dogmar here just to see what runes he is rocking.
I feel like he's taking... Is that Ravenous Hunter?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Dogmar didn't actually take any cooldown reduction in runes, but he is still doing a great job. He has a ton of of ability haste in his kit, and now there we go. The Cyrilda's Grudge is going to do a ton. The one thing that you want to make sure with Varus is that you're landing as many Qs and Es as possible. A lot easier to hit the Es than it is to hit the Qs, but like, look at that.
Yep.
Is you can slow them down. It's just a lot.
Yeah, High Ping Hero is forced to use the Cataclysm, and I mean, this is actually great engage here, or really great retaliation, but I mean, the damage from Dogmar is incredible. Here comes the Malphite, the Shen goes down, the Trundle goes down. That's a double kill, and they are continuing to push. Not even decides to TP in, but they're gonna have to back away just because every time they push forward, it's just more and more poke and healing.
And we need to see Grievous Wounds coming out yesterday here.
Yeah, I mean, they're just pushing because they just keep healing. Wait, what do? Nothing. Just run away because the healing from the Ocean Soul is just so big. I mean, can we just talk about that? I mean, yeah, Ocean Soul with these guys?
It's a 2 Ocean Dragon Ocean Soul as well, so they just already have a ton of healing, and on top of that, you're looking at all of the resistances they have and the healing from Nami, and you're wondering why they only have Grievous Wounds on the tanks. This is a huge misstep, and that was even before they got the Ocean Soul. Now, look at that. The entire team is like full health right now, and they can just take the Baron here because Dogmar's out of mana. He has to go back. Still not quite buying Grievous Wounds. He's actually going to buy Control Wards instead. And while that's great in theory, not so great in practice when you can't move forward. Look at Villain.
Yeah, I mean, Villain gets popped so quickly. Avatar goes godlike. Nice chain of corruptions on the Dumb Knot, but it means nothing. I guess you could say it was for naught as they go ahead and get the Baron off of it.
Yeah, free Baron here. Dumb Knot one trick almost, he almost took no damage. Like, after he started healing up with that Ocean Soul, because Dogmar didn't have any Grievous Wounds, he wasn't cutting any of that healing. Dumb Knot one trick went back up to full pretty quickly. So now a free Baron in the pocket of Redemption Esports. They've got that Ocean Soul to 0 Drakes, and now in 1 minute and 19 seconds, there is an Elder Drake spawning. Dogmar and the boys on Dogmar Gaming, they don't have control over any part of this enemy side. There is sparse vision up and down this bot side jungle, but it's really not going to do anything against the immense amount of damage and healing that Redemption is bringing to the table.
Yeah, and something that I just realized now, Corki still doesn't have mana immune. I mean, he has a rapid fire. That's nice, but I mean, how do you... We're almost 30 minutes in. You don't have it fully done yet.
Yeah, he hasn't...
That's detrimental. I mean, you were in a lane for half of the game, and this is what it came to. I mean...
Well, and regrettably, that's why, because he was never putting any of his he was never putting any of his rockets into champions. It was so hard for him to actually get these stacks. Meanwhile, Dogmar got his so quickly because he just kept throwing Qs out there and hitting people. So now Dirty D does have his man immune. That is a huge power spike for him, but look at now in the top lane, Blank Ginger is not doing great here against Dumb Not One Trick. The sheer amount of armor that this Malphite is rocking. Meanwhile, Blank Ginger went for the Titanic Hydra. It's not doing much against all of the healing.
Yeah, and you can see Dumb Not's just here to kind of just make sure that Blank Ginger doesn't use the Stand United for, you know, anything. And, you know, the Elder is about to be up, and you have no jungler now. Either Blank Ginger still has yet to use the Stand United. Great title pool, or great title pool there. And you see the back is being channeled here. Now is the Stand United, but that gets immediately disrupted. Dogmar will be taken out. Villain will be taken out. That's a double kill. That's the clean ace. And we are on different sides of the map for it. And that is a Elder along with the end of the game.
Yeah, I don't think they even need the Elder. I think Avatar's got the right idea, finishing off these mid turrets and starting to push into the inhibitor. The Elder doesn't really matter when there's no one to kill anymore, but with no teleports left, they just figure they want to finish it off. Vamp is coming up in 5 seconds, Villain in 15, Dogmar in the same amount. But now, with one inhibitor down, the inhibitor turret being pushed in the top side, it is going to be an easy time here for Redemption Esports to finish off Dogmar Gaming and take their second win here in Platinum Capped Ruination Division.
Yeah, and I mean, you can just tell. I mean, we were watching Dumb Not. He was getting soloed by Blank Ginger for so long, and now he's able to 1v1 him so easily. I mean, hello? This is the same Malphite that for like 25 minutes was getting soloed and now can just easily deal it. They're actually gonna go away from it. They don't want to overstay. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yep, that's what they were waiting for.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. I apologize. I kind of jinxed you guys. That's on me. Caster's curse. Apologies.
I don't think the casters were the one who cursed Dogmar Gaming here, but they do get
it might have been bot lane
trick back. But yeah, like really, this did come down to, at least for way to go Dogmar. At least for this Malphite, it did come down to the fact that you're really not, like, you built all AD, even with the Corki. He has 3 items, but he still does like 75% AD. So rough draft here, and also just a rough series of team fights and team fighting decisions that led to this one.
I completely agree. I mean, it kind of started to show from the early stages, and it looked like, you know, they were starting to come back. There were some very bright shining moments, but the only issue was that it seemed like Dirty D was just on a different wavelengths with throughout the entirety of the game. And I'm not gonna say, like, you know, that wasn't the plan. Maybe they were talking about like, hey, let me just go ahead farm up or something like that. But when you're in a side lane for so long, you don't have your mana immune being upgraded for like 30 minutes of the game, and you still end up with less CS than the Varus. You know, that's gonna raise some alarms. Like, hello, this should not happen. Like, yeah, that should not happen.
Dogmar Gaming, taking this as our data set, Dogmar Gaming may have some stuff to work on in terms of their, like, send one laner to, you know, off to nowhere to train in the hyperbolic time chamber and come back with, you know, with 1 billion damage. But we'll have to see what is in store for them next week, because we don't want to make too many bold claims this early in the split.
Very
But
true. I mean, for all we know, this could actually end up just being like a test by them.
yeah,
Who knows? Maybe they're just testing the waters.
this could be a fluke game. This could be them working on a new style, or it could just be them trying something new and deciding this really isn't for us. Maybe we do want to play like some kind of death ball comp. But in any case, unfortunately, that is all that we have for you for today. Thank you for tuning in to the GRLCS Season 16 Platinum Division Ruination Conference Week 2. I've been Vid, joined by Asami, and hopefully we will see you at some point in the near future, because we love doing this for you and we love it when you tune in. So we're going to take a breather for the night. Make sure to come back tomorrow for the Psycho special. I believe he's having all Mango's players on tomorrow, and we just saw that new music just dropped by the Mangoes, so I'm sure that they're going to be wanting to talk about it. Have a great night. See you tomorrow on stream.
Good night, everyone.